What's good, my fam? It's your girl Lynn. Yeah, so today is a very it's a milestone for us. It's a chapter that we are grateful for every time we are pregnant. Like we told y'all before, we lost a little girl. We had her at 24 weeks. So we were 6 months when I delivered Lahni, which is our first baby, our angel in heaven. Like I said, we had her at 6 months. We celebrated or did something small for Chevy when we made 6 months with him, 24 weeks. And then again today, y'all, we are 24 weeks, 6 months. So we are very grateful and thankful. Having a kid after Lahni was very, again, sentimental. Bittersweet because you always have in your head, what would it be like with 2 kids? What would it be like with a daughter? What would it be like with her being the oldest and us now having Chevy and now having another little girl? And even with that, like having another little girl, whatever. So life comes with challenges, right? Life comes with challenges, period. So with Chevy, of course, like I said, I always try to, after losing Lahni, I prayed for peace. Like, I'm already an introvert person. If I'm around you, I really love you and things like that, but I really don't. I love y'all, of course, but I really don't care for people. Like, I'm trying to open up because I feel like that may be something that I was just dealing with. I thought I wasn't recording. I think that may be something that I just went through after her or whatever, because from a little girl, I mean, I always, spoke to people or went on my way kind of to speak to people. And I like being around my older cousins and stuff like that. But, life happens and stuff, and people leave, people grow older and stuff. So I don't know if it's that, or I don't know if it's just the passing of Lahni and different family members that, I'm just more so to myself now. So I don't know if I got off track, but like I said, with Chevy, after Chevy, I started to begin praying for peace, and I really got that peace. So when Chevy came, some things would still kind of trigger me, but overall, I think that I enjoyed my pregnancy. Like, it was through the roof. Like, I enjoyed it. I wasn't able to do much. Last year, I was strictly bed bound, so no working, no lifting whatsoever. Of course, I still tried to clean, like I swept a little around the house and stuff like that, but so far as like major things, I wasn't able to do that. This pregnancy, I'm blessed. I was able to work. Oh, y'all, my baby is crying. He's so small, y'all. He's very, 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 very small behind me. I don't know if it's the pregnancy. Hey, don't come up here swinging doors. I don't know if it's the pregnancy. I do love up on my child hard. So, like I said, I don't know. He's been very clingy. Sometimes we don't go to sleep until late at night because I'm in my pregnancy pillow now, and I mean, I cannot fit both me and him in the pregnancy pillow, but he be trying his best to get in the way. Me and Elijah can't cuddle. If the pillow is not there, no, I can't cuddle with my man because Chevy wants to be in between. He wants to be in my arms. He's very, very small. But like I said, this pregnancy, and I'm gonna touch bases on why, like, I'm not able to do much during my pregnancies. So, this pregnancy, like I said, I wanted to work, but then I didn't want to work, but I knew the lifestyle that we wanted, I would have had to. So you guys, with that being said, just stay tuned because I will start back doing the lashes. I was already telling myself, like, after I have the baby or whatever, that I kind of didn't want to go back to work because with Chevy, like, I was out of work that whole pregnancy, and then I didn't start back work like till Chevy was maybe like 4 or 6 months. So it really wasn't no rush. I really thank God, you know, for always coming through and making sure that we have all of our essentials, and not just essentials, but you know, the life that he promises us or whatever. And I'm also grateful for my sweet husband. He goes out his way a lot. Thank you, Elijah, so much. And to all the men that hold it down, that hold the fort down when your lady is pregnant or just not up to it, but you still encourage her and you still take care of the bills and any other necessity. We appreciate you guys a whole lot. So like I said, I'm gonna try to start back with the lashes, start practicing, start taking in clients. Now, the reason, and I've always told y'all I was gonna tell y'all, and I feel like now, I mean, we're family and I don't want to keep holding back, and God is on my side, you know. He loves me very much. I think I'm one of God's favorites. So, I don't like telling people my business because people really like preying on your downfall. People like, you know, talking about people and stuff like that. And, you know, we all have our opinions and stuff, but what's for me is for me. And I rebuke all negativity that tries to come against me and my family. But I'm going to just get a little deep into my pregnancy. So, I always go back on Kehlani because that hurt. That was our first baby. I think it was like 20. We waited till after we got married. After we got married, and we had a little girl. I was scared. I called my mom when I took the pregnancy test. I was on the toilet. I called my mom. She was like, you know, she was like, why are you crying? You know, be happy and stuff like that. So, you know, I had just moved from home. I was living rent free at a home that my parents had. So we moved into the city that's nearby. Kind of didn't know how to take life, but I was trying. You know, we wanted to grow. So I was kind of nervous. I was working at a gas station. Really wasn't much money or whatever, but you know, still trying to see what life is about. So I was kind of stressing on bills, and that was it. Not just bills, but like I said before, if I didn't have the cereal that I want, I was away from my family for the first time in a new community or whatever. Didn't have really nobody to talk to, so I was in there depressed. Me and my in-laws, we wasn't on speaking terms, so I wasn't talking to them. So it's like while Elijah was at work and I was at home because I worked night shift at that particular time, when I would be up, and then we was in a 1-bedroom apartment, like 700 square feet. It was a nice apartment, but it was small, real intimate, and it was just like draining. So every day I was like crying or finding something to cry about. As we got further along in my pregnancy, well, not further along, but like ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Like if you wipe, you may see a little pinkish, but I was still early. Like I said, when I had her, I was 6 months. So that's kind of early or whatever. Not too much longer left, but getting to that point, I was telling my OBG that I was having like little strips of pink in my mucus. And me and Elijah wasn't sexually active like that, but he would always, sex could do this, sex could do that, and stuff like that. I'm like, no. So one morning I woke up and I was hurting, but I didn't know what type of hurt it was. And prior to that, I was having back pain in my lower back, and we had a little ball from my godchild at the house, and I would just kind of rub it on my back, on my backside. Sorry, y'all. So that was like 2 or 3 days prior to me waking up like in pain, like maybe in my stomach area. Um, Elijah had to work, so I got up with Elijah to go use the bathroom. Oh, I skipped the part. So we ended up moving back home, right? We ended up moving back home. I just felt like, let's just go back home where it was rent free. We just focus on baby, get everything that we need for baby, right? So we're back home in the country where I'm around my people, thank God. So I got up with him to go use the bathroom, and I might have been bleeding just a little. So I called and I talked to them. It was dark blood. I think it was dark. No, it was kind of like reddish, like a bright. It was in between red. So I called them and it was like, you know, it's okay. Call if it get worse. And I'm still on the phone. She was like, you want to come in? You want to come in at a later time? You know, blah, blah, blah. So I'm on the phone while I'm on the toilet, and I'm wiping, and I'm wiping, and I'm wiping, and every wipe, I was bleeding. So Elijah go ahead and go to work. We didn't know like what was going on. So I kind of wanted him to stay, but I wanted him to, you know, go to work because we trying to think that it may be nothing major. Now the ones over the camera, y'all might say, you know, it's foolish, but I kind of didn't pressure him to stay home because I was hurting, but I was like, if I could get up and drive, I can make it. So like I said, I went ahead and I got up or whatever. Maybe like 30 minutes after he left or 20 minutes after he left, I was really in pain. My grandmother and auntie, they was heading out to a doctor's appointment. Make a long story short, my auntie had to drop me off because I was in that much pain. When I got there, they told me I was 4 centimeters dilated. They was going to send me up to labor and delivery. Labor and delivery told me that I was not dilating whatsoever. But, okay, so I'm going to keep that right there. That's why I don't like that doctor. Anybody that I've came in contact with personally, and I told y'all I did not like this doctor or that hospital, and I would never deliver my babies there, that is like... that is the reason why I would never. I was very scared, and I felt like I was telling him that my body was going through something, and he ignored the red flags. And then once I get there and I'm 4 centimeters dilated, he sent me to OB, or labor and delivery, not OB, labor and delivery, and they told me I wasn't dilating. For a fact, once they transferred me to a different hospital, because if I had to deliver, they had a NICU unit for my baby. So I get there and it was like, you're most definitely dilating. Like, and I might have not been 4, I might have been 2, but by the time I made it to the hospital, I was 4 centimeters dilated to the other hospital. So as y'all know, that's active labor, like you going into labor. So we still don't know what's the cause, but if he would have been listening to me, we probably could have prevented all this. But my baby was not strong enough. Well, she was strong. She fought for 2 weeks, but I mean, her body was still, you know, fighting, and she passed. Rest your soul, Kehlani. We love you, and we thank you for making a way for your little siblings to get here, because at least now we have we have an extra eye. So when Chevy came along, excuse me, yo. So when Chevy came along, how did this go? I was gonna be high risk regardless. I was high risk once I had my baby. Not necessarily had to, because God always make ways. And I'm getting, you know, into detail because y'all are family. But, you know, I was kind of asking my high risk doctor, you know, is it okay for me to work? And he was like, we're gonna check you, make sure you're good or whatever. Like I said, I do CNA work. Some of y'all go talk y'all shit, but I do that. I'm trying to start and go hard with my lashes, y'all. That's Elijah. Hello. Hey. What's up? Oh, okay, I'm recording. You want to tell the vibe fam what's up? No, hold on. Let me put you on speaker. Alright, you can tell them.
What's good, gang?
Yeah, so
I'm on my way to y'all right now.
right. I was just letting them know about our 24 weeks, just giving them an update.
Okay. Yeah, definitely a special moment for us.
Yeah. Come on, so we can finish.
Okay.
Alright, love you.
Alright, love you too. I'll get in a little bit.
Alright. Yeah, so he was like, we're gonna check you, make sure you're good or whatever. I had already let my floor manager know, like, hey, like sometimes it would be one of us working at night and y'all are at the hospital, so it's way better than nursing home field, long-term care field, but it's still hard because you still get those patients that's shoot, like they're bed bound, like they can't do nothing for themselves, can't turn themselves. You get people with one leg, OB patients, like big patients and stuff like that, so it's hard to pull them, pick them up in the bed and stuff like that by yourself. And I mean, you get several nurses, they come in and help you and stuff like that, but for the most part, some are just lazy, and I don't like calling people. I'm very independent, whether it's at home, whether it's at work. Well, I call when they like to lie when I'm at home, but at work, I hate calling for people because, you know, you gotta move them anytime and stuff. I ain't got time for that, baby. I'm ready to sit down. Okay, so like I said, he told me it was okay to work. So they ended up putting me in a bunker room, and that's just watching patients on a monitor and stuff like that. So I was doing that for 8 hours a day. So it really wasn't bad. Now, I will say the baby is low. Like, I feel her right in my pelvic area, like right there underneath my stomach. I feel her right there. So, sitting is not too bad, but like I said, when Chevy, I couldn't work. I wasn't sitting down on my butt for a long period of time. I was like laying down most of the day. I'll get up to eat and maybe sit up for maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then I was back laying down. So sitting up for 8 hours, you know, that kind of hurt it a little bit. In there, you don't get breaks, like talking about. So needed to use the bathroom, stuff like that. Fussing at the patients. On the other side of the screen, you frustrated because the nurses is taking forever to get in there to like make sure they don't fall and stuff like that. It was a while. But recently, some things occurred personally, and my husband, for sure, he's always pushed me to do the lashes. And if y'all didn't know, I first started selling lashes back in like 2020, 2021 when the pandemic came around. When the pandemic came around, and then I added shades, like ankle bracelets and stuff like that. Slowed down or whatever, and I went back to work. Hey. No. So, I started to like the individuals, right? So I took this class. He's probably fussing at me. I took this class back during the summer to learn how to do the individual, the extensions on the lashes. Stop, daddy. Stop. And I was doing pretty well with that. So my husband has always encouraged me, like, be your own boss and stuff like that. And I really appreciate it because a lot of men, like, he in his own field. He love what he do every day. I did want to go back to school for nursing. I do like nursing, but when people pass, that's something I don't like. You have to clean them, and, you know, that's kind of hard for me. Then you get attached to people that, well, you know, so I don't know. And then I'm argumentative. I like stating facts and stuff like that. So I don't know what field I want to go in right now. But it is best to always have like a backup plan. So right now I am going PRN with work. I'll pick up as needed. But right now I just want to focus on me, my baby, my family, and most importantly, my mental health. Making sure that I'm at peace within myself and in my home. I was high risk once I had my baby. So once I got pregnant with Chevy, I had Kehlani in March of 2021. Found out I was pregnant with Chevy in May of 2021. So yes, there's like 3-4 months. So okay. So when you're high risk, let me close this because I don't want to get copyrighted. So when you're high risk, you don't see the high risk doctor until you make 16 weeks. And that's why I told y'all previously with this pregnancy, we wasn't going to see high risk doctor until I made 16 weeks. But thank God I was able to get in early at I think about 12 weeks. He thinks he knocked out again. Head so small, y'all. So I was able to go in to the doctor, I think at 12 weeks this time around, but I'm getting off track again. So with Chevy, I think I had to wait 16 weeks to see my high risk doctor. And they check your cervix and stuff like that. So my cervix, ladies, is kind of, or with Chevy, it was weak. And it could be because I had babies close together, or it just could be that my cervix is weak. With some ladies, I think I'm able to carry or at least have Chevy. For now, we still have to go through this baby, go through full term. But I'm thankful that I was able to have Chevy. When he came, I cried like a baby. But so I had to get a cerclage, and that's a stitch. And it may be good, like I didn't want to tell y'all, but it may be good that I speak this because some women don't know. Some women may like to know like why they're losing their babies, or you get to a further point in your pregnancy and then you have your baby early and things like that. But my doctor took it into consideration to do a cerclage, and we put it in. And we took it out at 36 weeks, and I had Chevy at 37 weeks. So, thank God, and thank you to my high-risk doctor. I was going to say my doctor, very much. He's wonderful. So with this pregnancy, my cervix was good. My cervix was good, y'all. So, but he still went ahead and did it anyway, just to make sure that, even if I would have the baby, we was already like in full force. Like, even last year I was doing a Makina shot every week. That's a progesterone, just to like make sure it's like tight in there. Make sure, my stuff is good. So this year they took the Makina off the shelf, and now I have to do an insert every night, and I hate it. But yeah, y'all, so I always told y'all I was gonna tell y'all about my pregnancies, and I did, and I'm on my 3rd pregnancy, and I'm very thankful and blessed and grateful and favored. Because like I say, a lot of women not able to even experience or go through that. It's kind of traumatizing, but at the same time, each week it made me more grateful. Like after I lost Kehlani, I was like, those are the things you was crying about. It wasn't that serious to be crying about. So just take this one every week, be blessed. Every week, thank God, and we made it. we made it. And the same with this pregnancy. Like I said, life happens, but we try to knock them out. Very blessed. Yeah. So yeah, y'all, I'm about to brush my teeth and stuff. I may go get back out with Elijah. I did all that talking and I didn't brush my teeth yet, but yeah, it is what it is. No, y'all, I'm about to brush my teeth and stuff, and I just wanted to give y'all an update. I'm gonna close the door. By the way, y'all, this y'all, and if y'all catch him in the camera, I haven't did his hair yet. We just getting up, but I'm about to give y'all a bump update. I'm gonna let my hair down or whatever. A lot of y'all probably thought it was my hair. I was like, damn, my hair grew overnight. But I'm about to give y'all an update. He brought me my shoes to put on. I'm gonna put them on, Daddy. Thank you very much. Oh, my baby's so smart. I'm just waiting for him to start talking, but to say smart. Say smart. Oh, Lord. Say smart. So, y'all, I'm about to give y'all an update on the bump. Bump update. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. So, yeah, we'll be back with another video, or I might add Elijah in so he can give his side or whatever, but make sure to go subscribe to the channel, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment in the comments. But like I said again, go smash that subscribe button. Love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.
What's good, y'all? As y'all know, today is the day that we are celebrating our 24th week accomplishment, and also celebrating the life of Lahni. For those of you who don't know, you guys can check out our first videos. Lahni is our first daughter that tragically we lost her. She lived to be 2 weeks old. She was born in NICU, you know, stuff like that. But today I'm just be telling y'all on my side and how I handled it as a man, and pretty much, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, I can maybe help you guys out on, you know what I'm saying, you never know who would hear this and who this can help. So all I can do is tell you guys my experience, and it's up to you how you comprehend it. But let's get into it. Love you guys. That's all I can say. But my memory from Lahni, man, it's crazy. Jay told y'all most of the story, and I remember just going to work. You know, I remember her saying that she was hurting, and you know, I really didn't think much of it. I didn't think it was serious, or you know what I'm saying, I think it's just regular pains. And I remember her calling. I'm cutting her in the middle of cutting her head, and good thing I was done, because I literally would have just left and had somebody else finish the dude's head. But they called me, I got the call, and I was happy, I was overjoyed. We was, at the time, I want to say we was maybe 22 weeks when I got the call, or maybe something like that. But me not knowing, I didn't know that was early. You know what I'm saying? I knew, but I didn't know. I didn't know such thing as NICU, and you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking we having a baby. I'm thinking this is okay, you know? So we getting up, and once all this stuff is really processing, I'm like, dang, this is really happening. You know what I'm saying? I really have a possibility of losing my daughter the earlier she comes, more doctors are explaining, Jalen is explaining, and it's all becoming real, you know what I'm saying? And it's scary. It's like, you happy that they coming, but if they do, it's a risk to them and possibly to hurt them for the rest of their lives. But I still kept my head up. I still tried to stay positive. I shed tears. I cried. I couldn't handle that moment. And it was like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like reaching out for something you can't touch. And that moment just hurt. I never even got to hold my daughter I never got offered to hold my daughter until she passed away. I couldn't handle that moment. It was traumatizing. I still hear like the computers, the sounds, the oxygen machine, everything. But after, man, we had Sugar. He brought us a lot of joy. I still think about it all the time. I learned lessons from him. Good life lessons, But I still think about it all the time. Sometimes life is weird, I remember going to get the bag, like, for her to come home. And I just pulled in the driveway and just started crying. Like, praying to God. Asking him, begging him not to take my daughter for my sins. Thinking that everything's my fault, Which in reality, I couldn't do nothing about it. But how do I cope as a man? I just do the best that I can, man. I'm definitely a different person. I used to be more quiet. Now I'm more out there, you know what I'm saying? More social, more talkative. It felt like when she left, a lot of me left, And I'm not that same person. I'm still a great person, but I'm not that same person, She definitely is an angel. If I could tell her one thing, it would be I love you. I'm sure that she would know that. And I wish she was here. I wish I could have held her. Just watching her in the incubator was tough, Hearing the machine, seeing the team rush over to her to help her breathe. Watching the tubes, it's called like a little trick. Watching that, you know what I'm saying? That's very traumatizing. They did the best that they could because we'll show up every single day. But still in all, I still let her know that I love her. And that I want to be the best that I can. Best person that I can be until I meet her again. Thank you for the time we had. But still amazing, I don't know what I could have done different. I really don't. Everything was out of my control. Felt like on my part I did everything I could. I prayed, I showed up, I tried to stay positive. watched on the camera. I sung to it. I don't know, man. Cheers to 24, man. This one, we made it. That's all I can say. We made it. It's definitely a blessing. We try our best to keep our name alive. Her sister would definitely know about her brothers. Everybody. That's it. That's all I can say. I hope my story helped y'all in some kind of way. That's all I can say, man. Cheers to 24. We're gonna keep going. Now that Jalen has the stitch, it helps out more. So, I try to be as supportive as I can. Make sure that she's not stressing, because that maybe was a big factor. I try to take the load off of her as much as I can, as a husband, and a father. Try not to have her stress out as much. That's it. Try to stay happy, stay positive, stay busy, I can say that too, even after she passed. I never gave myself time to grieve. I went straight to work. Tried to forget about it. I couldn't. I still can't. I burnt myself out. I worked. And that didn't work. I still had to face it. Facing it made me better. Talking about it is what made me a better person. What helped me handle it more, I just had to face reality. But like I said, I just try to keep her stress free so that this one can be more successful, so that we're able to meet her on time, so that the baby can be healthy. I try to be a team player, But love you guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Y'all tap in. Just a little something I want to celebrate with y'all. Sorry if I made this a little, but it is what it is, man. It's me. Some people like it, some people won't. But like I said, we got more stuff coming for you guys. More content. I love y'all. I'm out.